The nominees for special visual effects are Tim Webber, Chris Lawrence, David Shirk, Neil Corbould, Nikki Penny, Gravity. Joe Lettieri, Eric Sindon, David Clayton, Eric Reynolds, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Brian Grill, Christopher Townsend, Guy Williams, Dan Sudik, Iron Man 3. Hal Hickel, John Knoll, Lindy DeQuattro, Nigel Sumner, Pacific Rim. Roger Guyett, Patrick Tubac, Ben Grossman, Burt Dalton, Star Trek Into Darkness. So Tim, Chris, David, Neil, Nikki, congratulations, well deserved. I mean, the complexity of your work on this film to normal humans like myself is almost unfathomable. The sort of technical achievements you've made are incredible. Didn't you almost have to create a full feature film animation before even going onto the set?
We did. We had to plan it immaculately before we started filming, and yes, so we did previs, which is like a rough animation form, only we did it to an incredible level of detail because we needed some of the tiniest movements to be pre-planned before we got to the set.
How long was that process? Just that process alone?
I can never remember. Around a year. A year and a bit.
Incredible. Yeah. So then you get onto that, and you had to collaborate very closely, obviously with Alfonso and with Emmanuel and with the production design team. It was, just such, the layering was quite incredible. How frustrating was it when things would be just a couple of seconds out for everybody, including Sandra, who's on all kinds of cables?
Well, we did have to build in as much flexibility into the tools, into the rigs as possible, so that because obviously you can't just say you have to do your performance like this. So we had to make sure, whilst it was immaculately planned, there was enough flexibility to allow them the freedom to let their performances come naturally.
I can only imagine on the set, actually, when you got a take that you've been working with, so people must have cried with joy. We've got it. Yes. What was the biggest achievement? As a whole, it's such a big achievement. Was there one particular moment within the film that you're so proud of that it worked? I don't know.
There's so many. So many of them.
Yeah.
Every moment had its own individual challenge, and actually, we would solve one challenge, and then you'd be immediately faced with the challenge, the next one along. So it's impossible to pick one, isn't it?
And how can you sum up Alfonso Cuarón? I mean, such an incredible man, and he is a wizard. What would you like to say to him?
This will frustrate him, but I will describe him as a visionary, because, as he says, once you're called a visionary, it means all the rest of your movies are rubbish. But I can't use any other word. I think that's what he is.
I think there's going to be one serious, massive celebration for the whole team of Gravity tonight. Yeah. Congratulations to all of you. We can't wait to see what level you take visual effects to next. We can't wait.
Thank you
so much.
very much.
Thank you.